Julia Dre Cobb says the rock and roll flute. Yeah. Marshall Tucker, Jethro Tull, Heart, Canned Heat, Going Up the Country, Men at Work, The Trogs, Wild Thing solo, Flutes rock.
And I'll add to that Fiona Apple and Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
They both play flute. And Alanis plays it actually in live, too.
Man, I forgot all about Canned Heat, man. Those guys jammed. I love Canned Heat.
Right? And then Bev says, I actually have heard that pan flute player, one of your dad's favorites. That's my stepmom next door.
Oh, right.
She's
on.
like one of my dad's favorites. It's a pan flute. I've never played a pan flute though. I should pick one up sometime. Just bring it back.
Oh, you can get some awesome sounds out of them, man. Like,
yeah.
There's so much cool stuff in that like primitive instrument world.
Yeah.
You know, like because you know, one of the way we typically play music is really just like the European idea of music. Music goes way back before any like music theory was even a thing.
Right.
Like, you know, we've been making music as long as humans have been a thing, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know, and it's wild all the ways we found just to make cool noises over just our whole existence.
Yeah.
The fact that when I actually heard like the bow string, the strings on were like catgut. I'm like, what the hell? My mom told me that when I was a little kid one time. Catgut. Yeah, they started using catgut. I'm like, no, don't use catgut. No.
I don't think I've ever played a gut string, man.
Yeah.
Like way back.
I don't know if they still make them or not. I bet somebody somewhere does.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you can find somebody that's way into gut strings.
Yeah.
Like somebody that's just what they do.
And I know there's like horsehair and I don't know, primitively. I don't know what they're made of now. Synthetics stuff and everything. I have no idea, but
isn't resin for a bow?
Rosin?
Rosin, isn't that something from a horse?
I feel like it is. It's some sort of
Probably.
I don't know.
Amalgamation.
It gives
like they boil their hooves or something.
Something rough like that.
I'm out.
Grind them down.
Oh God.
Mix them with some glue.
Mix them with some glue that's made out of the horses.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Thanks,
Oil
horses.
in it. Mix that up.
Oh, gross.
Fine.
You're so gross.
Thanks, horses.
Thanks, horses. But the primitive instruments, what do you think, and I don't know the answer to this, what do you think was like the original first instrument? You think it was drums? You think?
I would guess drums.
I would imagine that people found rhythm first because it doesn't really require anything else. You know, you can just slap on yourself and get rhythm out of it.
Yeah.
It seems like the first thing that people had to have been just drawn to.
Just rhythm and voice.
I mean, obviously voices. Yeah. Gregorian chant. I remember in college, one of the things I remember
that's true.
was Gregorian chant, which one of the first musics, and it was just a bunch of just notes that people were singing.
It's all just like vowel singing.
Yeah.
I've been kind of getting into that lately.
Have you
Oh,
really?
yeah, man.
You have not.
Are you kidding? I spent the whole night the other night when I was either high or drunk or something. I was like, and I was like, man.
Oh, when you were,
So I want to get wasted and sit back and listen to
when we ate too much of the
music.
chocolate.
And I made her watch some YouTube, like Native American stuff. Oh, my God. I was loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there's a band called Young Spirit, and they're like oh, man, I don't even know what you would call that. I think they're Sioux, and they all play around one giant drum, and they all beat on it, and they all just take part singing, and it rules.
Oh,
so
man.
good.
Yeah.
It's like,
because he kept wanting me to look and find more of these like authentic Native American things, and all I found was like, I don't know, just produced stuff. And was like,
I would like to get into figuring out what it is, what the story behind it is. Are they actually even saying words, or are they just, you know, is there like
most of what like the Native American stuff? Most of that's like prayer songs and stuff. You know, they're chanting to you know, whatever they believe in.
Yeah.
And
that's what I think is so intense about it. I think
absolutely, man.
You know,
it's that close connection to the source.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I wonder if they do some of those chants, if they're the same every time, like it actually has parts, or do you is it free? Is it like, just, and just do whatever you're feeling?
Just jamming on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say that it's probably the same, just like a song that you write, because there are certain dances, songs within the Native American community.
Sometimes they're all singing together. So there's got to
so they
be
know it.
Actual
like
parts.
you actually have learned it somehow.
I love it. I'm fascinated by it.
It's amazing. We want to go to a powwow sometime. We haven't been.
Oh, powwows are awesome.
Have you
man.
been?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
never out here. Whenever I was a kid in California, man, there's some of them out there you can find, because they got the Morongo Indians and stuff out there. They do their thing. And but down in Oklahoma, I bet you can find all kind of them down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Crystal and I have been talking about it. My wife and I, we've been talking about going down and trying to find some powwows for the last couple of years because, they're way cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go check them out sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
My best friend, Kathy, she's 1/4 Cherokee, and she lived in Oklahoma, and she would go to powwows down over in Grove in that area down there. So we need to check that out sometime.
Yeah, man.
And just go. We just need
Yeah.
to go. Figure out when it's happening. We can talk to Jamie. Figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go down and make it happen.
So
Yeah,
we have some Screamer Dreamer medication information. This is our information person. She figures out stuff for us. She Googles for us. Go ahead and grab another one if you want.
She doesn't.
If you could reach it with the headphones.
I can get it.
She says rosin, also known as colophony. That's interesting. Is made of the resin of pine and conifer trees. Resin is the colored viscous substance that oozes out of the wood when a tree is cut and usually collected through the process called tapping.
Nice.
So it's basically like sap.
Yeah, it's like hardened
it
sap.
hardens up and it gives the bow friction for your lovely Charlie Daniels music.
Thank you, Screamer information. I love that.
Yeah, Jody's here. Hi, Jody guy. He's like, we want a powwow. And Bev also says part Cherokee here. Want to learn the Cherokee dancing. Yep, that's for now. That's our comments. So cool. So that information line, I love our Screamer Dreamer medication information
Yeah.
because we changed our name. We used to be called Unsung Dreamers. Now we're Unsung Screamers. And our Monday audio show is called Monday Morning Medication. So we have so many identities. So it's the Screamer Dreamer medication information who helps us out. She Googles.
Tune in live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central.
On the Unsung Screamers Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter.
And check out our Unsung Screamers podcast.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Ah!